What's up, y'all? This is your boy Big Papita 396, and I'm making this video to talk about how starting Monday, or it already, I think it already was in effect, but the full rollout is Monday, where they're going to be using AI powered technology, which they already do. Just in case you playing with your phone, the stuff that they already catch us on, seatbelts, stuff like that. But this is going to be AI powered technology that will detect when you do a running stop or a California stop. And my big concern was what I told one of the managers on Friday was, what about these empty shopping centers that we service early in the morning when there's basically nobody there, little to no traffic? And they were like, it doesn't matter. It's coming. So be careful when you make these stops. Also, a concern of mine is discipline. See, for now, we know by contract, this is a coaching offense, right? This is a coachable offense. But starting next contract, whatever, are they going to try to implement this as something similar to the seatbelt or the cell phone? I don't know. But there's going to be a learning curve for many of the drivers, as well as those drivers who are trying to adjust from a company like Waste Resources that's privately owned to a corporate company like Waste Management, where you have a lot of shareholders. Earnings are expected by quarter, and the company has to turn a profit. So business will be business. So yeah, man, the AI powered technology, we already have it in the truck. It's just going to be another thing that they could drill us on. So I'm trying to practice stopping at every stop sign. So that goes for the stop signs that you see at the dump. So be careful at the dump. I remember I got caught up on one of those drive cams at the dump, going over that hump right before the scale. So the AI powered technology is going to be able to detect the stripes on the ground and the letters stop. So if you drive past one of those things, or you roll past one of those things, the camera will go off. And before, it seemed to be only if you were in a situation where you made the truck rock. In other words, if you did a turn that was so fast that the truck wasn't able to control its center of gravity and you rocked the truck, the camera would go off. But no, this new system will be able to detect whether you run past a stop sign or crosswalk. So it's kind of important that when you get to a crosswalk, somebody's there, stop. This is already law, but this is just something that they're going to be looking at. Now, if they wave you across, they're like, hey, man, go ahead, go across. And I mean, if they wave you ahead, go ahead, drive past me. That's one thing. But if they catch you going past that stop and there was somebody right there, they're going to be like, oh, you potentially killed somebody, wipe somebody out. So these are the things that we need to be on the lookout for. Another thing I wanted to touch on was a safety. For every company in the trash industry, the safety, usually that's where you start suffering. Now, many people can take a guess to why accidents are higher in the summer. That's why they create programs. Before, we used to have 100 days of summer. Now it's summer safety. We can all guess as to why these accidents are happening, but there's usually a spike. So we're having a spike in accidents and incidents, and all I can say is, man, try to work by the book as much as you can. Try to take your job as seriously as you can, because these numbers will be used against us when it comes to bargaining for the next contract. And I'm not sure what the union's demands are or what the driver's demands are. But as always, they're going to bring this stuff up and use it against us when it comes to negotiating. So keep that in mind. Try to be as serious as you possibly can when you get in the truck. Try to be as serious as you possibly can when you clock into work. Right? That code of conduct stuff that they were showing, this is real stuff. I saw a lot of guys laughing and joking, but when you lose your job, it's not a laughter or joking type of situation. Take these things serious. They're showing you this stuff because usually they're kind of already letting you know that they're eventually going to crack down on stuff like this. Or in the event something goes left, you're going to be in a situation where they're going to say, "Hey, well, we kind of gave you guys the information. This is hey, it's kind of like you already knew what was going to happen, so it is what it is." So be a professional. Take your job seriously when you clock in. Handle your business the best way you can. I mean, hey, we all make mistakes. We all have near misses. We all making these, it's all of us. We all in this together. So I don't look down on anybody that's having these accidents or having these injuries. But it's just a reminder that, man, we got to get a little bit more serious because. And also keep in mind the accidents that waste resources have, that's going to be added on and tacked on against us as well, because the ones who will make the transfer, the ones who will get vested and join into the union and become our union brothers, those gentlemen, their numbers will get compounded into ours. So have some grace, have some compassion, because it is a culture shock when you go from a company that the safety expectations are far different. The safety expectations where we are is very, it's very serious. They're religious about it. If you have any kind of accident, you have any kind of injury, it's getting put on blast the next day. So keep that in mind. You guys have a great weekend, and peace.